And Ty and Toga were not making any progress in becoming friends.
No, zero
I think I
progress
spent the
on their
majority of
friendship.
this session on Ty's shoulders, technically.
Ty is also
Oh,
completely unaware you want to be friends.
Right? It's, ugh.
I pissed off the ancient dwarven paladin. Fuck riddles.
Fuck
Yeah.
I'm a fat modern dwarf. What's the with the?
I feel like it's his fault. Like,
Are we gaslighting the god?
right? Like, trying
when
to.
have we not gaslighted a god
Not even
in
a
this
god, it's an
campaign?
oath.
Honestly, but is it gaslighting to say if you really wanted my help, wouldn't you just tell me what you want me to do?
I suppose.
I don't know if gaslighting's the right word. It's more like just give it to me. Like I don't know what that is, but but yeah,
It's trust issues.
trust
It's
it. Fair.
has trust issues.
Trust it. Like I'll pay me first. All right, upfront payment.
It's co-reactive
But
attachment.
yeah, the group is in the little trade town in the swamp, and has just gotten information about a peculiar beast that has disrupted trade and caused this trading post to be, well, more of a post than anything to do with trading at the moment. And on top of that, the group, the paladin, Ham, found himself wrestling with himself and his emotions and his promises and what they mean and how they invoke power. And he was having none of that New Age mysticism fuckery. I will say that right out of the gate. So Ham has put down a stern foot in muddy ground. And the group met after that, and now they choose to do with the information about the griffin as they will. But the DM would also like to remind the group that you are, well, just consider it an alien planet. Like nothing you've seen. Like you've maybe read books about it, Ro. Because
I just want to bring something up that I don't think I've rolled my portent in a while.
no, go nuts. Give it up. That's
So
it.
yeah, because I don't think I've used any anyway, but I do think we would have rested, and I haven't done it yet.
Yeah.
Technically,
Throw them up. Throw them up.
doing so.
Let's get a crit.
Would you? Oh yeah, 3 and
Hey,
19.
solid,
Sweet.
Solid.
I'm just gonna write portent so I can see that later.
And the future crowd goes wild.
And the DM is like, fuck. Because that's what that means. Anyway, but yeah, now the group who have, gotten this information and would like to do what they please with it. And we return to a dire quest. Begin.
So do we just go fight that guy and help this town for?
I think we should track him a bit and see how scary he is.
Oh, okay.
Because I mean, I feel pretty well rested and like I could take on some things. But if he's got help, because if they're taking out merchants, why is a griffin like they're not dragons? You know what I mean? They're not hoarders.
They're not taking specifically
But
merchants,
terri-
but the
are
people
they
around his turf.
territorial?
Of course, but research would help. No.
Maybe they're just they just decided that area is their territory.
Very true. Either way, to the forest.
Is a griffin stronger than a baby dragon?
Yeah.
Mm.
Yeah.
Oh, my old Betsy.
Yes. Yes, it is.
Considerably
And
so
this
than
one
Betsy.
in particular sounds like it's not your average griffin.
this sounds like a very fast Griffin. Do we know? Haste.
What?
Do you think we
what?
can? Do you think we can get faster makings? Do you think we can get fast make? It's fast. We need to be fast.
I can put some effort and be
I
extra
can-
motivated, but
I
Do
think
you have
Uh,
full haste, Sage?
I might have learnt it. I might have learnt it actually, because we did do some stuff. Hold on, let me
DM
check.
note: whipping the dragon won't
Yes.
make it run faster.
because it flies.
But
Move
I-
faster, dick.
I do have haste. I have prepared actually, which is nice. So hear me out. I think we just go for it. And maybe find a way to make this spell a potion and have 2 hasted people.
How to make a spell a potion.
Because I feel like that would help.
Is haste concentration though?
Yes, but it's only a minute anyway.
And it's fucked up.
But it's bonus
Yeah.
AC as well.
um,
If I could take haste as a paladin, I would.
Pretty nutty.
It's dangerous because if you drop the spell, you get fatigue. And not fatigue, 1 point of exhaustion.
Lethargic. It just says lethargy. It doesn't say exhaustion.
It says, when the spell ends, the target can't move or take actions until after its next turn. You lose 1 turn.
Yeah. So it's just lethargic.
was
It's not exhaustion.
Yeah.
It's not that bad. I think
I
like in a
was-
critical moment that could be with a fast enemy that won't help us out. I don't know. Because it might have
I'll be
melee action.
honest. I would rather go to bed before we go for a fight. Fight something.
Okay, in that case, to bed.
Because I don't have any spells.
Oh, do you
Oh.
not? I think
Hi, it's talking.
I
I
think
thought Sabi was sleepy.
No.
haven't we rested since getting here?
No.
No.
We've been at the bar and now we're in this godforsaken can't
No.
trade shit
But you slept
part of the
in
town.
you
Oh,
slept
I-
in your new cabin thing.
Oh, I've just not used anything then since.
A reminder that you did sleep in the
Tree
the-
bit.
In the
yeah,
hut.
in the hut.
Yeah, I don't think we've had an encounter since our last rest.
No,
So
so
you
you
should
should. Everybody
be-
should be full right now
Yeah,
by my
Okay.
stuff,
that tracks for me because I've only used mage armor
which
Okay.
is like your good morning ritual, more or less. So
at this stage. Yeah. I tell you what. What about an augury?
oh yeah.
How do you
Those have
feel
been-
about taking a free long rest and having an augury?
Throw them bones.
Isn't that a ritual?
It is,
So,
but it's
yeah.
only 10 minutes. Yeah. Okay, so
And then it's-
Ro probably still on Ty's shoulder, like reminds Ty that we had a rest and haven't met anyone since, and that they probably are okay.
The
And
tired
that
is
it
in your
might-
mind.
The tired is in your mind. The tired is
Yeah.
you forgot to press button.
Check your
Um,
character sheet though, because we did take exhaustion during a session a couple weeks ago.
We've definitely rested. That was the whole tree thing.
Yeah,
Like
we,
for sure.
we should have rested, but I still had exhaustion on my sheet for some reason.
I think that was
Just
I
to
don't
be
think
proper.
it
yeah,
it,
because
it removes it automatically. You have to do it yourself.
Yeah, it's manual.
we've definitely rested since.
Yeah, you piece each other's bed, Ty and Ham.
I'll
I
be
was
real,
watching
because wizard,
stream.
I really do only have my spells. I keep quite a good eye on, like when we've long rested. I'll be real.
I thought you were just gonna think because you have keen mind.
I mean that too, but not in reality, which I need it more for. No, I think we definitely have, but also augury. So Ro probably, as I say, still on Ty's shoulders, and maybe Ty sees some of the visions, I don't know. But like she scatters like the bones into an arc, they float above her, and they start spinning in a cylinder around her, like on top of Ty's shoulders. And they create this image in the like dabbled light that passes through the bones as they spin. And she casts augury as a ritual.
Ooh, those are pretty.
Yeah, Ty, you don't see
They
shit.
tell me the future. Look,
Yeah,
that's
Ty-
the river.
All you see
I could-
is spinning bones, the same as you saw
Yeah,
from the
that's
outside.
That's
Like,
what I'm saying. It's pretty. Those are pretty.
that's
Basin.
They've got gems in, to be fair. We did inlay gems to them.
yeah. These were honestly a really good group project.
Yeah.
The little filigree from everybody. Just I can't not see Ham's like giant pinkies out doing the gem inlays and shit. You know what I mean? Like massive dwarven fucking pinkies. But yeah. You get. So what are you? It has to be a specific.
It has to be
Direction.
what?
Like a specific plan.
Hold on. By casting, I thought.
It's whatever plan of action you're going to do.
Oh,
next.
to go to the forest. Yeah, like to go into the forest to find the griffin, specifically to find the griffin. Like looking for the griffin, like because I think that is the plan. At least researching and looking at the griffin. I don't think we know what it is, so I don't think there's anything else. Unless
Right,
I'm wrong,
yeah.
team.
No, that's fine. You see them spin, and they kind of start to condense. The colors turn the familiar colors of your piercings. You start to make out these lines every so often, and in those lines you can see like it looks like almost like you're being circled by an entire forest in a 2D plane. It's this really weird sensation until you realize, because you're a divination wizard and you kind of start to see outside yourself in this, in this sacred space that you've created, and you realize you're the center spoke of a wheel.
Okay. So the bones slow down slightly. Ro kind of like gathers them in like a floating way, like, and manipulates them back into being a necklace without actually touching them. And then like her eyes kind of like darken back down into their kind of like copper hue, rather than being like slightly milky, like milked over. And like she kind of like waves a little bit as she comes to on Ty's shoulders and goes, "It's good. We're good. Let's go. It's a whole wheel. We're gonna have fun. Oh, it's a griffin."
Okay.
Some of which I think is only hand signals, and you guys just know that it means she's happy. She's like,
Toga is confused.
Yeah, at this
oh
point,
yeah, you would be.
everybody gets a Batoga.
Yeah.
Feeling very othered at the moment.
Girl.
Are we heading to somewhere that is more solid ground than this soggy, swampy place? I'm used to hard rock mountains.
I don't think I can guarantee that.
Mm,
If anything, I'd say more of the same.
well, I say head out. I'm tired of this swamp dweller sister fucker one-eyed freaks.
But we need to find Chick, and I'm sorry you're part of that.
Coming from a goblin?
It's just lizard folk.
Red one-eyed freak?
Yeah,
But
at least
you're-
my parents aren't brother and sister, not even cousins.
How do you know?
Yeah, truth is I don't know my parents.
I
We just
think
throw to the pool of goblins.
I think there's a lot of trauma
grow
here
there.
in seeing people be happy in a lifestyle that you've been ridiculed for. And that's understandable jealousy. But we're going to find the griffin and you're coming with us.
I'm not coming with you. Yeah, I'm coming with you.
Mm, mm.
As
It's
he's gonna
gonna
keep
stop,
walking.
stop.
He,
Something.
he periodically shrugs Ro just to like just to fuck with her. Yep. Yep.
You're coming with us. Like
Let's
any
go
intimidation
already.
is gone. Like
Toga starts walking in a direction.
Kai starts walking.
Yeah, and as you guys walk, so I describe you walking, and so do your characters walk.
This is really like Lord of the Rings now.
And you realize when you're in town, yeah, it's muddy and it's not a great like footing, but you realize pretty quickly as you get to the edge of town that this is sleepy guy. That this is a the swamp is deep, and there is a very clear path through it. But like when Ham went off, like he was up to here in water because he's a dwarf. You know what I mean? He's a short guy. So everybody, yeah, you can follow the linear path or, wade into the water, my children.
Are there room for a dragon? Baby dragon?
You can, yeah, it's wide enough for like trade wagons. Like it's a fairly sized path.
Yeah, I don't want to walk in this. I'm probably shorter than Ham, so
You're right.
So I'm gonna go on top of Sweet Betsy.
So yeah. And yeah, Betsy, you and her have that connection, and you get the feeling like that she doesn't want to necessarily go above the canopy, simply because there's no visuals down here from up there. Like the one thing this Everglade and the forest have in common, it's an unnatural like shading. This has the swamp has lots of vine and peat moss and interspersed large like mangrove trees with like massive umbrella tops that cascade into like willow like branches of like that just dance in mist. The place is eerie. There are mushrooms you've never seen. There are iridescent bugs and lights in the distance that you hope are bugs. There's this the farther you go down this path, even this well trodden, if slightly muddy path, you find yourselves kind of in the middle of this vastness that you have never experienced and never seen. Whatchamacallit in particular, the moistness here for Toga, the moistness here is so different from the cold mountain air that you're used to. The staunch, the stiff, hard push of air is different than this slow, like permeating moisture that just gets into everything. Ham, the more
He's gonna vomit.
What are you doing? Stiff, hard, moisture.
I honestly have had to
The
tone
word
out
is
of this
easy.
because like I'm going to the wrong place in my mind.
I appreciate at least that. And I'm sorry, but it's
Ro's not experiencing it. Ro's on Ty's shoulders, just
Yeah.
like.
I mean, everybody experiences it, but you're more used to like you've been in like
It's
humid
humid.
morning. Yeah, you've had stuff like that.
Yeah,
For-
Toga
Am I
can feel
sweating or is this just the bog?
Yes.
Toga can feel
I'm
the
gonna lean
mushroom
my
growing
head.
in his armpit.
I'm gonna lean my head over to Ro and be like, I bet my muscles look awesome in this dew.
Oh, to be fair, it's a little bit slimy. It's not like water. It's kind of like taken some like almost silicate clay-like particles inside of it and like glistening.
I appreciate the yes, and thank you.
I feel like
That was abject sarcasm, Ro, but thank you.
What's sarcasm to Ro?
Yeah, I know.
All right, I'm gonna need perception checks from everybody.
I feel like Ro should get disadvantage in insight.
If you choose to, you're allowed. How you choose to do it, except for Toga, you do have disadvantage on account of just being so distracted by your own shit.
I think I am
By what?
genuinely distracted by
Why? I roll a 20.
ties.
Did you? If you crit, I'll let you keep the crit because that's
Yeah.
that's too shitty for that.
Also, I got a nat 1 because I was distracted by Ty's titties. So
30,
The
20.
glistening and
I'm-
see,
I
what you
all I
did
can
best.
think about is the compounds of whatever gel-like substance is causing this. Just hear like rambles to Rose self, like whispered in like Ty says, like there must be some kind of silicate. Like just
What would make it glisten? What's the
Ty's
shit?
like-
Is it mica?
Ty's like
Is there a mica?
pinching the
lining?
bridge of his nose. He's like, why did I even say?
There must be a mica, like a mica vein. Are there veins of mica? Would there be
I have
in
mica, and he like pulls out the like rock of mica that he's had in his pocket.
Ro is like instantly like
That's the cause. It spreads really easy. It's like herpes.
I have mica in me
A
now.
mineral.
And he puts it back in his pocket.
Probably it isn't toxic.
What did Ty roll for?
It is
didn't go
edible.
through?
Dirty 20.
32. All right, cool.
Thistle used it a lot as eyeshadow.
As you're talking and glistening, and you kind of like the way you tilt your head, because like of all the just to kind of get just not so much in the direct ear hole, you know, from
Yeah.
Rose. And as you do, you start to see it looks like a cloud coming towards you, and you're like, and you can see it. It's weird. It looks almost like fucking the air is static. It's this weird thing, and you can make it out clear as day that there's something over yonder. But Toga, you zero in pretty quick on not only that but what it is, and it is a massive swarm of some kind of insect, and it seems to, and you're pretty much 100% certain it A, knows you're there, and B, has put you on the menu.
Hey, Ham.
Ready.
Hey, I'm just gonna point. You see that? I think. Yeah. And I'm gonna pull out my great axe.
Do you think you could find more mica?
I don't know. Maybe I found it when we were with them goblins in the cave.
Oh,
Find what? What did you say?
mica.
There's a big electric cloud right there, you guys.
there's a cloud?
Yeah,
It's not
look, and I'll like
electric.
turn my whole body.
Oh,
Yeah, you with that, you all see what Ty saw, in the sense that like a few dozen yards away there's this like patch of vision that like you need to turn to finish. It's massive for what it is, but it looks like a weird cloud of static rolling towards you.
Um,
And
I don't like that.
yeah, and with your one, you're basically like, yeah, that is a fucking electric thing.
I don't think. Yeah, I
You
genuinely
would
think.
not put it where it is, yeah. And like that is an electric storm.
That's weird.
Oh,
I think if it's
But,
pointed
yeah,
out
Toga,
to me,
you know exactly what it is. I mentioned that, correct?
you say a swarm of insects.
Yes. and that they've put you on the menu.
Yeah, but how they are confusing insects with a storm of electricity?
I assume that it's because, well, Sage rolled a 1, and also Ty's kind of dumb.
I think it's because they're like swarmed together. Have you ever seen like a swarm of mosquitoes?
It looks like static in the air. It's
Yeah.
terrifying.
Okay.
It'll make you believe in the Matrix.
Yeah. Like they look, you can, because they're not all defined. It looks like gas. Yeah.
Those are bugs, and they're gonna try to eat us.
The bugs?
I want my blood to stay on the inside.
Probably mosquitoes and
I don't like bugs.
Don't want my blood on the outside.
I agree with the consensus.
are they big bugs? Or like
The fact that you
mosquito?
can make out that they are bugs, they're not your average mosquitoes. They're definitely like slightly bigger than your average mosquito.
How far?
A few dozen yards. So like, we'll say 50 feet.
They're mosquitoes.
Hear me out.
80 feet.
Mosquitoes.
If I was to Asgore Scorcher,
Fancy.
that would
In America,
that
it's
would-
illegal to say something like it's French
You
and
could-
say that.
Remember, it's so big that you could get a portion of it, yes. But even with Agnar Scorcher, you couldn't get the entirety
so it's
of
bigger
it.
than 5 foot wide.
Oh, yeah. This thing is like a
Okay.
massive 30-foot cloud. Like, it is
Ooh.
giant.
Oh wow.
Yeah,
Okay.
yeah. Like I said, like a portion of your vision that you have to turn to see is
Hear me
occupied by
out.
the static.
I have 3 level 3 spells. Can I fireball?
You certainly fucking can. That is
Yeah.
like, I mean, you can choose.
Rev's character is like, they're bugs, and she's like, shit!
I just feel like
but yeah, the
Do we have a map?
It is your Did you get a map?
Yeah. I mean a battle map for Roll20.
Oh, no.
Or
sorry.
we are Theory of the Mind.
Theater of the Mind mostly.
Okay.
Mhm.
Sorry.
Yeah, I don't feel like swinging my sword against a cloud. of
I do feel
mosquitoes.
like a
gonna-
fireball into the middle of this thing while it's more than 30 feet away from us might not be a bad plan.
Rev, does your character know how to battle them since you know what they are?
Oh,
Do what?
he picked up on them visually. He's not familiar. He's just as familiar with the terrain as any of you.
Oh, no, I mean,
Just
arm
saying.
themselves.
I vote for Fireball.
Yeah, I
Okay.
want to see fire.
Whatcha?
I'm gonna.
And I
pre-
do, at that point, as soon as Ty, who I am still on the shoulder, I vote for fireball, and like people don't instantly disagree. Just
All right.
Oh.
Roll that beautiful bean footage.
Okay, so 31 fire damage to save for, which is a dex save 16.
All right.
Are bugs dexterous?
And it's a 20-foot sphere,
Mhm.
so it wouldn't get like all of them,
but it would get a
but
lot. Yeah.
Yeah. And I do feel like that is probably the better use of fireball that I'll ever do in this campaign.
Fireball.
This is actually the first time I've ever seen somebody cast Fireball in a campaign of mine.
Yeah, right. I was kind of excited. I was like, I'm actually not gonna wait for confirmation because I don't think I've ever
Fireball.
casted
Fireball.
fireball in D&D. And I think I've been playing this game for 10 years and I still haven't done it. So I am actually just gonna cast fireball.
Yeah. The fireball kind of. Yeah. A little red spark flies off her. How do you envision the spell looking?
I think because
I'll
it's
describe
such
the
a
effect.
high level spell, there's a moment where the bones kind of come up into a shape that like it creates an arcane sigil.
Ooh.
And like as this like formation of sigil appears, like the same sigil is like extruded from them in fire, it then like continues outwards of Ro, forming into a ball. And like as it gets shot off like a cannon, Ro's hair kind of like flies back, and Ty just stays exactly still. And like
There's literal recoil. She's like,
yeah, like there's like small recoil mostly in like the hair, but Ty's just there like it's nothing because it's literally like a small gust of wind. And, like,
Right. As
and,
If I
and
had
it
hair,
just,
it'd be blowing.
yeah, but oh, like the
Like-
glistening silica like
yeah,
blows off of Ty a bit and is replaced with normal dew.
Like those rednecks that hit
And-
them himself with a gun.
when it flies off into the air, and everybody watches that. Well, really, everybody but Ro, who is now hanging on from the recoil. But
It's not quite that bad.
picks catches herself just enough to see the red little dot float through the air with trajectory, arc, force, purpose, and once it gets to the center of this mass, an eruption of fire and force, it sounds like somebody running over bubble wrap, just pop, 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 as these bugs explode and singe, and a near evil hiss as some blood that they already have in them evaporates out of their bodies, and you can see just a charred mess fall out of the air as the heart of this cloud of insects is incinerated.
Bye-bye.
shake my fist at him. Yeah.
I
Fuck
think I
you.
like that we picked Fireball.
I like
I-
that we picked
I squashed one in my neck. Yeah, fuck you.
Just an entirely unrelated mosquito, but still counts.
It's probably the same.
But yeah, with that, the cloud essentially dissipates. Like there is some stuff there, but it looks like it's just trying to
It's like
reacclimate
maybe
with
not.
itself. You know what I
Yeah.
mean? It's dispersing inward, which makes it like the staticky thing goes away. You have to like with those rolls only only Togo would be able to see the like anything at all. Period, and that's just because of the crit. Really, you know what I mean?
Yeah. I think with it dissipating, Ro kind of like leans over and like signals and goes,
I don't think we should stay where that just happened. I think we should disperse.
We should hurry before they reform.
Yeah.
Yeah, let's do that.
I take off.
I take a
We
Yep.
keep moving.
bonus action skedaddle. Is that?
Mm-hmm.
I just processed that several minutes ago you said the phrase roll that beautiful bean footage from those old Bush's baked bean commercials with the
Hey.
talking.
Yep.
With the talking.
You're welcome. That's a gift. That's a trip down memory lane. That's not so horrible.
The
Like-
actual American pop culture at the time.
and you say I'm obsessed with beans.
I am. I
Different
eat
kind of bean.
Hey, look, listen, I'm just saying.
No, I've definitely made a lot of like breakfast bean jokes, so that was super fair.
You're saying
Yeah.
you deserve it.
Yes, fully. But yeah, you guys are treading along the pathway, and roll me another perception check.
Oh, sorry, Hoka. Just inconvenienced my cat.
Skibbity-bibbity-bop.
Damn.
Ooh. Damn, good
Mm,
rolls today.
and
Alright.
Just can pretend I don't have feelings about the 1 and the 2.
10. Boo! I got a 10.
That's an unnatural 7.
Oh shit!
37.
37.
That's an
To
unnatural.
the +5, that's fucking rough.
Look, I nat 1 last time. At least I didn't nat 1 again. Like,
Incremental
Literally.
is still improvement. Like
Literally
Yeah,
a
one-
100% improvement on the roll.
Yeah, the
technically true.
recoil wake up you a little like, whoa.
But yeah,
I'm just a bit distracted by the fireball, you know?
yeah, you're
my
reveling in your own
necklace,
success
you know?
at the moment. Like that is like every square inch of that fireball hit. Like
I feel like obsession with fire just got like ignited within Ryan.
Right.
There was already a problem, but now it's probably getting worse.
I am the fire starter.
Like literally your bones break off from your necklace, form a little thing that says trophy unlocked in the top right of your vision. Pyromania. And so I've been watching a lot of Isekai, I apologize.
It's like the augury whispers in my ear, that was not the wheel.
What you
But
have
yeah,
to do now, right? Burn
you-
them all.
you hear faint splashing where the bugs fell into the deeper portions of the swamp. But other than that, it looks pretty easy going. Like this is a path that is meant to be traversed. So like,
I roll an 18.
Oh.
Okay.
and you can see that like despite there being like maybe some movement in the water in the distance, like birds that you are fairly sure might be watching you, and you know your experience with highly predatory, aggressive birds in your past has you probably slightly weary of the birds, but it's no one kind of bird. And some of them are downright gorgeous. You know, swamp birds. You know what I mean? I think I've
You're
heard.
such a bird fucker. I'm sorry.
I love birds. Shut up, man. They're majestic. I mean, there's little lizards too, I guess.
Yeah, but like every time it's a bird,
I know. I
you're like,
love birds so much. I do.
You're just horny about.
I do. I am. No, I'm horny for birds, I guess. That's what it is. But but yeah, you're in the swamp, moving forward. The sounds of insects trilling in the distance.
You went so far as to shut Sage down with that one. She's off screen and muted.
That
There's only so much I can
yeah,
take.
that's being polite, and it is appreciated. Okay, that's the thing to do. Instead of laughing at you, oh no, somebody fell off a cliff. No,
It doesn't matter.
we're all
I can
gods.
swap and rescue her.
But yeah, the path is fairly easy. It's wide. You can see that it's well used for commerce and stuff. There's two distinct
I'ma make
paths.
my
You guys are
way.
kind of spread out. You know what I mean? Taking up the whole thing, more or less, because you know you've been told that there's no traffic right now because everybody's avoiding it because of the screaming death. But, and,
I think if we walk long enough, it'll just harass us first.
Maybe we should be screaming so the death come to us.
Does anybody speak Griffin?
Bird.
I'm sure if we insult his mother loud enough.
I speak cheetah.
The mother's a whore!
Maybe.
fucking A.
We do have the speak with animal thing.
Is it
Although,
monster or animal? Are they
Griffin's
an
a
an-
monstrosity.
Okay.
yeah, we talk. Yeah, well, it's many animals.
Yeah,
one thing.
honestly, I would, because of what the item is, and it's not necessarily the spell, but the spirit of the thing, I'd allow that. But yeah, where it was like you can use it as many times as you want for regular fucking animals, dogs, cats, birds, fish, whatever. You can't to use it on a monstrosity would allow you to do it, you know, for the length of time, but then it would essentially like wither the magic of the tongue. I think that's a fair trade-off. But yeah, so you do have a means of communicating with the said hawk, but
I don't know
yeah,
if we want to.
you've been walking for hours in this fucking muddy ass, ugly swamp. Your time hasn't been horrible. You know what I mean? Like I said, this is a well traveled path, even if it is, you know, momentarily neglected in an aggressively arboreal area. So I like alliterations too. I'm horny for them as well.
It's a band. That's my high school band.
That's my high school band. It's all the fucking vegans. You're welcome.
Never mind.
Toga is vegan.
Nice. I mean, not for him, but you know.
For all the extra meat I get to eat.
Right? Ham's like, sweet.
I'm gonna do 50 push-ups and eat your steak.
Chicken is vegan.
Gonna put you. Yup.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So, as you guys make, you know, the normal travel, small talk and stuff, the path in front of you seems to be more overgrown. It starts to feel more rooted and less muddy, that kind of semi-solid thing as you start to get you know, closer to one of those massive umbrellaed mangroves that are out in the distance, but its roots are massive and affecting the terrain in the moment.
I'll take out the mummified tongue from the bag of holding and just be like, so we're gonna use this thing? Try to talk to it?
I don't know that we want to waste the magical item for the meme of insulting its mother.
It's not wasting it. It's a 1-day use.
Yeah,
Because we can use it again.
Theo said
yeah.
Theo
If you
said
use
if-
it on a monstrosity like that, it's a one-time
Oh.
use. But any
I
other
see.
dog, animal, cat, whatever, like
Okay.
it's multiple uses. It's just
Are there
that-
any droppings or
Let's
or
give survival check.
leftovers of Griffin thing?
Um,
Of big
I guess
animals?
give a survival look around. You guys haven't really
19.
left the path yet.
20, 30.
All right. Yeah, you can see that there's not really like there's marks where you can see kind of in to the side in the deeper thing. There's a couple of carts that are still in the bog, like that have been kind of like pulled under by its own weight and like only,
Ooh.
you know what I mean.
Are there any contents inside?
You can't tell. It still has the cover's ripped, but it's still like intact. So you would have to like go in to find it, or conversely, try to get that out. Which, I mean, those are the two options. But
I have a dragon. Can the dragon do that?
you have a baby dragon who cannot do that.
It's still a dragon, baby or not.
like even attaching it like to Slob and the dragon and have you ever tried to pull something out of fucking mud? Regular shit is insane, let alone something that's been in there for a while.
Yeah. And I don't want to
Yeah.
get wet.
You
Wetter.
want me to try? I can go pull it out.
I mean, you
It-
can just go in the water. Like it's
I,
not
yeah, but
poisonous.
I'm talking to the goblin. Did-
Okay.
I just was curious to see if there were any goods there. But honestly, probably they are eaten by crabs or something.
You want to find out?
What you want?
I'll go pull it out of the mud.
See if you can.
Okay. Go over there and see if I can pull it out of the mud.
The sword in the mud.
Roll me that
Cool.
strength. Yeah.
Oh, just the sword.
Memento. Just a straight up strength check.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, boo, that's a 10.
It didn't. Yeah, you don't know what you were rolling for. You get over there, you get a big grip, and as you pull up, you sink by the force of your own strength, pushing you into this loose, foamy peat at the bottom. As like it wants to not only. Nope, I gotta figure out how to word this.
Scorpion
It's trying to eat you, but not with teeth, with gravity.
He's like, he pull himself out of it, I guess.
Yeah, you can use like the thing to still pull yourself out. So I was trying so hard not to basically.
Use the word suck.
Honestly, I was gonna say like it wanted to pull you in, and I don't know what else I was gonna say, but I kicked it out of my brain. It was gonna
Yeah, all the moist sucks you in.
It does. And it wants
Yeah, I
to
don't think
accept
that's
you.
going anywhere.
But
Toga just sighs, like
yeah, but like
he's so disappointed.
I don't know how, and it's not even these. These are great, but I don't know how to nudge you in the right direction, I guess.
Can I do a perception check on what we've just tried to pull out?
Can you give me an intelligence check?
An intelligence check.
Save,
Okay.
whatever has
Save.
bonus.
Oh,
Yes.
whoops. Sorry. It was really bad anyway.
Yep, that doesn't count. That's not what you rolled. I didn't see that.
It's the wrong modifier as well.
Yep.
Can I just run?
Stricken from
Okay,
Raccoon.
cool. Because I absolutely.
You've been rolling such dog shit, and you literally rolled 1, 2, 3 today. That's
1, 2, 3, 4, bitch. I've just rolled 1, 2, 3, 4.
Keeps improving.
This is impressive. It's highly improbable. It is. It's your.
I could use a 19.
You roll a 19 in your magic thing.
I might use a 19 to get us, which is really bad. But
I need to do something.
I need to do something, right?
You just
But
need
no, the 12
15 more rolls before the fight.
The 12 is enough actually for you to kind of put that's just a canvas top. It doesn't need to be lifted. You can just kind of cut that, or it's already torn, and just kind of take it off. You don't need to pull it out.
Oh, okay. As Ty and me are sinking into the swamp, I look down and go,
Ty, I think you could cut it. I think
I cut it. And in my frustration of half being sunk into the bog, I literally just take the very corner of my axe and rip the canvas with it.
Yeah, it works perfectly. You can hear the cluck, cluck, cluck as it hits the rings on the top, and takes a chunk out but doesn't go through. More jump, And
I put my axe back and I lift Ro from my shoulder in a shot put fashion, and I'm like, look.
There you go. You are standing in a palm like a cheerleader.
Toga is moving at
I
her.
pose like a pom pom the best I can. I wiggle my jazz hands.
Quit fucking around up there and look inside.
Oh, sorry. And I look. And I percepticate the best I can. Can I perception?
Yeah.
I perception inside the campus.
If you roll a 5, game over.
It's a 6. No, it's a 9. It's a 9, but it's
It's
14.
an up. That's still. You're really
Still
rolling
below
like
10.
me today. This is
Hee hee.
rough.
I have these days. It's fine. Sometimes I don't roll. Sometimes I do.
Tis
You
D
know,
and D
that's-
that way.
Yeah.
But
I'm never in the middle. Like, what is the middle?
you can see where, yeah, there are definitely like some crabs in there, but you can see that there's also some metallic goods that haven't rusted. Look more like ingots and metal.
We found something to trade with the town.
Okay, put it in here, and he'll like lift the bag of holding up too. So he's like now got both of his arms.
And herein
Like,
lies
yeah,
the problem.
Hmm?
You're not that physically strong.
To lift the bag of holding.
No, the ingots. Those things are fucking.
How
Oh.
heavy are these ingots?
How big are they?
They're meant to be. They're not small ones. They're wider and longer. They look.
But
they're
how-
the equivalent of like the reason. They're the reason this is sunk in so deep. They're crazy heavy. They're literally meant to for. It seems like for a big thing, like
Hans,
yeah. You
can you come be a dwarf and look at this rock ore shaped ingot thing and tell us why we can't lift it up?
well, that we is a strong term for you because of your strength score.
Hey, I'm supervising really well.
Can I roll athletics to get it?
No history.
First, dwarven history.
Well,
you
it's
don't
just
mind.
big, right?
No, we want to know what
What it
they're
is.
for.
You would pick up on
In
things
Dwarven
that
fashion.
You might look at it and go, "Oh, this is from my
rough. No, it's long metal. It looks like it's unusually long, but it looks like it's meant to be broken down somewhere else into a big project. Like you don't need to you couldn't tell what it is from looking at it, but you know like there's a reason for the largesse of this. And but you also know that makes them incredibly valuable. And no, there's not going to be a problem if they go in the bag of holding. So.
Can I help?
Can I hold the bag of holding open?
Yeah, you can like go into the thing. You'd essentially, especially now that it's like open, you'd only have to like duck for the portion where the arches are, or just break them because you're tie. And yeah, you're able to pull the top few out real easy. You get about 2 or 3, and you realize like, yeah, some of that mud it's been here long enough for the mud to seep in, and
I might have got mud on me.
mire it.
At this point.
You're
I'm not dexterous enough to avoid the mud.
yes, you've gotten splashes of swamp water upon yourself. Well, but there's still like a couple of bars that are in the like still covered by mud, which are going to be a little harder to get out.
Is it
Wait,
a good metal?
Hear me out, DM.
Yes, this is very good. Like, if you wanted to make weapons out of this, like this is very good metal.
I have a question.
Shoot.
Prestidigitation allows me to clean a 1 cubic foot.
Oh, are you talking about cleaning yourself? Because I always allow.
No, the metal. It's a 1 cubic foot of cleaning for
Oh,
prestidigitation.
oh, like to get the out of the mud.
Mm.
That's a bit too much for prestidigitation. They can get like stains out of clothes because it's like surface level, but not like
Shape water will do
Yeah.
the trick.
that would be more of
Okay.
a shape water thing.
can I just get Ham to help me pull it out, or
Also a yes.
and
Okay.
you can use Betsy to pull out.
Any,
Oh yeah, we have a whole
anybody-
mini dragon. We could tie a rope to these and pull
Yeah.
them out.
You give me
In fact,
the
can we
help
tie a
action
rope
for
to
these
a
strength checks.
tie?
Right? Just use tie as a thing. But yeah, between the rest of you and a rope and a dragon and a dwarf and a Goliath, you're able to get these out pretty well.
Not the elf though. The elf.
The
Oh, they really
supervision
just
was so integral to the success of the operation.
How many ingots did we get?
6.
6. 6 large ingots.
Yes.
Okay. Into the bag of holding they go.
Yeah. And yeah, that was, you can see pretty quickly this was meant, for commerce for somewhere. But
And now it's commerce for me. Or us, I guess.
I mean, our whole thing was that we needed the materials of the griffin. I feel like that was the thing, right? We were getting the materials of the griffin. Like that was our payment, was the meat and shit.
oh, I mean, yeah, because you kill it. Okay, I see what you're saying. Yeah.
So do we still have motivation to do this griffin? Like,
I mean,
or
I
is this
do.
a bonus to the griffin quest?
I'm gonna count it as a bonus.
Okay,
just wanna
but I
fight
just
something.
wanted, yeah, 100%. I'm just double checking, because I do kind of want to get the haste potion thing. But let's go. There's a swamp anyway.
Okay.
Your muttering and hand gestures feel strange from this side of my shoulder.
That's understandable. I suppose they're not in front of you. Let me correct that. And
There you go. Now I understand. And we're going.
Oh wow!
It's around this time that the where on the map you have to go and where the path leads diverge. It's been easy going from here, but it looks like to get to this Falcon's territory, you still got to go a bit off a map. And right now you're more in its hunting grounds than in it where you, how do I put it? If you find it here, it's bad news. You know what I mean? It doesn't take a genius to know that it's a predator. You know what I mean? But yeah, but this is where you have a choice of when and how you diverge from the path.
Do we stay on the path and try to attract it? Or do we walk towards it through the muck?
Can we find its nest?
We'd have to walk through all of this muck.
Yeah,
Up
it's
to your
still
shoulder.
a ways away. This thing has a large territory, so to find its nest is no small thing, but it would be a huge deal.
Hear me out. What if we sold an ingot for swamp shoes?
Are there swamp shoes?
What are swamp shoes?
I don't know, like tennis rackets, but on your feet.
So that you don't sink into the muck?
Shoes.
I'm not.
I'm assuming that's a no. Let's keep going.
I'm there's. I guess boots of water walking would work. You know what I mean? They got.
I'm wondering
But
if
that's
we could
a
get
whole
some swamp
crazy
shoes.
thing.
like snow rockets, but
Yeah.
for swamp.
Yeah, but
That's
yeah.
Or a boat?
like a boat or something.
I don't know.
I don't know.
I don't know how much swamp there is.
I just want to get all these leeches off of me.
Yeah.
Keep
I'm
pulling.
assuming the
They
nest
really
isn't
like you.
I'm assuming the nest isn't in the swamp, but at a higher vantage outside of it. So can we just go to the edge of the swamp? How far is the edge?
This you're in a massive swamp. Like this is huge. It's
You know what? I'm
Like
gonna
we might go days off
and
of our way to then have to like go back. It
Oh,
sounds like we're at a fork in the road where we stay on the wooden path and walk easy and take however long it's gonna fucking take to circuitously make our way
or
back
for
around
it to
to
find
the nest.
you. You know, like
okay. If I send out and have a look above the canopy, there's a chance that something will come and devour which wouldn't be great, but we would know if there's a high vantage place that it could nest.
you already see these massive mangrove trees that have the giant umbrella top, so it's really easy to picture a massive nest on top of one of them. Like these things are gigantic. It's just a matter of like, is it that one in the distance? Maybe that one in the distance. There's, you know,
I think I potentially sacrifice and like just send it straight
Yeah.
up, like not even like it's like just up and look,
Are we
so it
looking
has as
for?
much time to look as possible.
Are we looking for a bird or a griffin?
A griffin,
We're calling him Bird.
a griffin that's ever so slightly birdy.
Yeah, like a pussy bird.
It might have a cloaca. I don't know.
How about we kill something and maybe the smell of blood will drag their attention?
but it's alright.
We could lure it easily. The question is, if we lure it, then we go down the path.
Yeah, we first choose, we pick a good spot for killing it. You know,
That would be the
something
path.
with that makes it difficult for it to fly. Maybe the opposite, so I
I
can
feel
fly
like
with dragon.
a
Okay.
cheetah griffin, like a peregrine falcon cheetah griffin, is designed to be agile. And I don't
Designed
know
to be
if we're
extra
gonna.
fast. But that's an above table comment.
I don't feel like it's gonna be slowed down by anything, unless we made a thing
Any of you
specifically.
have skills for setting traps? Maybe a bird trap?
I have a bear trap.
No, fuck off. You don't.
I do. It's right here. Pull it out of the bag of holding.
And it's just a
That
log.
is
It
a
looks like
mighty
a log.
coincidence.
Remember, it looks just like kind of a mossy log while it's, you know, set up, more or less closed. But while it's open, it looks like a fallen log that's rotted open, with like complete with whatever fucking bugs or nasties were in there. And yeah, it just looks like an animal trap. Like, oh look, these grubs. I'm gonna. Oh no! God, my head.
I feel like it could walk on it if we made the canopy harder to fly in.
Yeah.
But we'd have to find a way to do that.
Do we follow the map or do we follow the path?
I feel like
Ham. It's at this point, again, your periffs, but you see the shadowy figure standing in your peripherals. But when you go to look, as you've done every time so far, so
It
like
disappeared.
you can see that shadow, like that 8-foot figure still standing there, and he's pointing you in the direction of where map wise you realize that you had gone, that that ruin is kind of place. The where
He's
you
pointing-
had the vision. Yeah,
Back to me.
he's like he's one hand on what at his waist. You can't really make it out because it's like amorphous blackness. But you can see him pointing in a direction that on the map you recognize as pointing towards the runes that you encountered him in.
If we want to backtrack, how long have we been walking?
A few hours. The backtracking would take you about an hour to get to the place, but not to how do I put it? Yeah, it would take you about an hour backwards.
Not too
Can I
time.
roll insight to see if this is related to the griffin or random? Okay.
You feel real ambivalent about it. You
I swear
waffle
him
a
is the
bit,
antithesis of sorrow.
I have never rolled well with this character. Every single one of my rolls today is under 10.
Until combat rolls around and you guys fucking demolish everything. Yeah, quiet now, aren't we?
I was thinking in Xavi's campaign.
But yeah, you do feel the pull towards it. You asked him to be direct, and this seems to be him responding to your challenge to do so.
I don't. Okay. All right. I'm just going to follow the breadcrumbs. Because if the DM gave me a breadcrumb to follow that was a sidetrack from the current mission, that would be a dick move.
Yeah.
So I'm metagaming here and assuming that this is the right way to go.
Why
just
not?
point
Where's the
that
dwarf
way.
going? Why? Why do you want to go back?
I think it's that way. A dwarf in shadow told me. I don't know.
Are you all touching the head?
8-foot dwarf in shadow.
I think we're all
What is
touched
going on
in the
with this
head.
group?
Honestly, I feel like if I've learned anything, weird, shadowy figures are always a good thing. They're very trustworthy.
Unless they're
Especially
Jeffrey.
if they have candy.
That's the
Jeffrey's not shadowy though. Like Jeffrey's
He's
either
purpley.
there or she's hiding.
Why is Jeffrey a she?
She's got two. They titty.
I think they.
They don't have titty, but they and their titty.
They and their titty.
You have a titty? I'm confused.
Toga knows about Jeffrey, right?
Um.
As a part of the other group.
Yeah. You've heard of him being like a nuisance, kind of like raiding supplies, small things. You would be familiar more with like Mongo and Nibbles than Jeffrey himself. You know what I mean? But
Yeah, fucking Nibbled. He's different from me and I hate him because of that.
It sounds sharp.
you know who Nibbles is. Nibbles, that's the goblin that trails with
Wizard
Jeffrey
goblin.
and Mongo, and
Yeah,
you
the
got the
wizard,
scrolls
the
from.
wizard goblin.
Yeah. That may have inadvertently ignited your pyromania.
I think I might have set him on fire.
I think maybe.
That's good. That sounds good to me.
Then that's good as long as we're comfortable with barbecuing. I would like to have one in the direction Ham is taking us.
Okay. I follow Ham's finger.
It's okay. Let's follow the shadow the dwarf sees.
Take me to
Yeah.
Griffin
Griffin!
Nest.
It takes a bit off road. It is like Ham, it's like pretty chest deep for you, and even Slob is more or less like doggy paddling along with you. Like, but it's a big dog, so you feel like it's more like walking on the bottom and keeping his head up while paddling with you. And yeah, Ro, as a short person, you're would normally be a little, but you riding this giant person has kept you from, the swamp. But
Every now and again, I like press to digitate Ty's face to like pay my dues.
here you go.
Just
I
sparkles
leave the
every so
glistening.
often.
Yeah, I leave the glistening mud though. Like the baby oil.
Alright.
There is room in the dragon if someone wants to ride it along.
Ty, you tired?
No, I'm fine.
Then no.
Ham? Wanna ride the dragon?
I'm already moist.
I can unmoisten you.
We all are.
I
It's
can
true.
dissoil.
That is true. It would
It
last
might-
like 3 minutes because of, you know what I mean? But it's like that nice spritz of cool air on a hot summer day. It's not unappreciated if short-lived. But yeah, you find yourself in waist deep water that you can't see the bottom of, walking through unfamiliar territory. Actually, everybody roll some perceptions
Come on, above a 10.
or survival.
Come on, above a 10.
20 dirty.
I might need to have a human break to scream.
Ooh, that is rough.
18.
I also need a drink.
We're close to the end because I gotta go in like 15 minutes or 10.
Okay.
Yeah, okay. 'Cause
Is that okay, or would
yeah, but it needs to be like 10 because I need to be aware of my kidneys.
no go? Better to hold the phone than get a kidney stone. All right, go.
It's not really a stone, but like,
No, that's just.
can we
a
do
saying.
this bit and then I can sort myself
Yeah.
out?
All right.
Yeah.
Oh damn, dude, you're perceptive. Okay, holy shit.
Yeah, no.
Yeah, I've been
Um,
rolling pretty good.
Yeah, it's crazy.
I rolled an
Essentially,
18.
everybody's a little overwhelmed by the alienness of the environment that they're. You've never been in anything like this. You know what I mean? This is all incredibly new for you. So the dice are telling the tale. Like Jacob.
And it's like goblins belong in the swamp.
And yeah, something primal in you is like, maybe this isn't so bad. I get to slip around. It gets all slimy in places. Sorry.
Maybe it's
But
like
you
hard rock.
you notice that there's some ripples in the water that don't make sense. You know, you see some lines that kind of not so much cut the surface, but move it, as the water isn't so deep, but you can tell that there's more than one thing that's underwater that is moving in kind of observational patterns at the moment. And you're not 100% sure what it is, but they'd have had to have been underwater for a real long time.
Everybody should be out of the water. I don't think a fireball is gonna work here.
Oh.
Is it a gator? I bet it's a gator.
It's a fart. Someone fart.
Oh, no, I've been quite specific not to, as I'm on someone's shoulders. I
mean, either me or Ham are on the table for that one.
Is it on different spots or is all concentrated, the movement?
Different spots. Like you can tell it's more than one thing that's moving around
Yeah.
like
Are
observation.
we getting surrounded?
It doesn't feel that way, but the patterns are all around you, if that makes sense. Like I said, it's
As-
observational.
As it's pointed out, would I be able to like nature? Like if Toga points it out, would I be able to go, oh yeah, that's the thing. I don't know what it is.
Is it an intellect check?
It is, yeah.
Yes, then yes. Yes, I'll allow that.
Noise.
As I've said,
I will
as I've
do
already
that.
made record of you reading books about the areas and stuff. And please tell me you rolled well.
I had not bad 19.
Hey!
actually- Above a 10.
-2.
I mean, technically it was a 14, which isn't.
But
no,
still. You have heard, you've read books about swamp-dwelling humanoids that ambush prey. You've mostly read like pulp fiction kind of novels, like Trapped in the Swamp, kind of deals. But they're a common villain in a lot of swamp-based literature. So you feel like they're not just based in mythology or assumption. Like these are things that exist, and
It's cannibal.
I'm pretty sure there are some not lizard people, potentially lizard people, but either way, they will eat us, and we should be aware that that is them.
the word you're looking for is Sahagun.
There's some Sahagagas right underneath us.
Sahagun.
Ah.
What are you babbling about now?
They've weaponized teeth underneath us, humanoid, intelligent. They're found us. They will eat us.
They will eat us
They
if we
will.
let them.
Well, I'm suggesting we should not. Let's
Oh
say.
shit! Poofs was here. Sorry.
Well, I don't think me or him are getting out of the swamp right now.
Then I would suggest. Okay, I am gonna need you to spell it at one point, but I think we should be our weapon out, and potentially feet together or apart or defensive.
I pull out 2 spears and I use them as like walking sticks.
Good idea.
Having been saved from a possible ambush, we will stop there.
Okay.
Can we
Pick
see the monsters?
Yes. Sorry, I'll put them in
Yeah.
the Discord real quick.
Yeah,
guess
can you
it's-
just the visual?
I hope they're disgusting and moist. Yeah, they are moist.
Oh yeah, okay, that's a moist
Yeah,
boy.
by the name, I thought, yeah, this is some Lovecraft in his mouth kind of.
Wow.
They were
people-
one of the first bad guys you guys ever fought whenever I started DMing.
Yeah, I remember. They were
Oh.
they swarmed the
Sahagwin.
boat. Yeah, Sahagwin. I don't know how to fucking.
Yeah, it's
Okay, I need
Oh.
to sort out my kidneys. I'm so sorry.
Yes,
There's
go
a
go go go
fight
go.
there,
That's why
man.
we ended. Go go go.
the Sharkman I threw from the mastile.
Yes. Yeah, the Morty's first kill with Baby Shark.
I didn't kill that guy.
Gravity
He
did.
wasn't on an accident on his own.
Dude, I remember that fight. I was blipping all over. That was real fun. I remember that.
Yeah, that
And
was when you and Austin fought over some treasure chest.
Yeah, I almost I should have just killed him, but I didn't. Oh man, PvP. He thought he was gonna do something. You don't.
I swear to God, my first DM campaign, and these 2 douchebags decide they're gonna pull PvP on me.
Hey, he attacked me first. I just leveled the field.
But it was awesome that he rolled a 20 to catch the treasure and you roll a 20.
Yeah,
So,
that was
yeah.
like dueling stuff. That was so fast.
That was very awesome.
Like, I remember that and the harpy one getting like thrown off the ship like 5 fucking times. I remember.
Yeah, I
that.
wasn't there for
Oh.
that fight. I was on vacation.
Oh, how dare you! But yeah, that was a good one. Like I literally got like, if I wasn't a fucking Echo, I would have died. Like if I wasn't an Echo assassin, I damn sure would have died. But that was also like part of the plan. Is that's how you succeed? Is yeah. But yeah. On that note, next time is going to be very combat. So be prepared.
Okay.
Sorry it wasn't this time, Jakob.
Be
All
prepared.
good.
Tun, 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 tun.
I hope people
Okay.
had fun with kind of survivally stuff. I didn't throw the snakes in because I thought that would be too much after the bugs. But like I wanted to
Bugs and
get like a swampy
snakes and-
feel.
Snakes is good.
As long as it's not leeches.
Yeah, you did that yourself. I was like, I didn't want to just keep swarming, and especially when the first one was so eloquently dealt with. Like that was very well done, and probably like one of the only times it's been like a full fireball effect in one of the games, you know. So, but on that note, I too let's go.
Okay.
Comments in the Discord if you have any. Yeah, thanks for playing.
Tomorrow there's game, right, Sabi?
Tomorrow is supposed to be Wild Mount.
Yeah.
It is.
I will tentatively say yeah, because I canceled last
Oh, okay.
Weekend.
Because yeah. All right.
because I couldn't sit in a chair.
Lazy bone.
All right. Yeah, let's plan for tomorrow.
Woo! I'm glad you're feeling good enough to. But, all right. On
Continue
that note,
to fight the dragon. All right, bye.
Sneaking out through the giant camp.